Hello and welcome back to Flint Hills Briar. I'm Gareth. Just wanted to record a short little video in honor of my 1 year anniversary of coming back to the pipe. There's two dates that would have to be the dates. One of the two dates that I bought that crappy pipe at the back of the cigar humidor, walk-in cigar humidor, one of the local liquor stores here last September. It was either yesterday, well, not yesterday, it was either Friday, it's Sunday today, or this coming Thursday, date-wise. And I'm not sure exactly which, but it doesn't really matter. I've basically been smoking a pipe for a year now. Of course, those other times in the past were just very short-lived false starts. But it's only been this last year that I've really ever smoked a pipe to any great extent. And I'm smoking some Gawith Hogarth Co. Bob's Chocolate Flake. And this, it's a woodsman style pipe because it has the oval shank. Happy Oktoberfest. I'm wearing my Tyrolean hat in honor of Oktoberfest getting underway this year. Not drinking a Marzen beer right now, but had one last night. These hats aren't even the Tyrol, if I'm even saying it right, areas in Italy and Austria, I believe. I think it straddles the border. It's not even in Germany. And I have to say, this Bob's Chocolate Flake really may be becoming maybe my favorite blend of all. And I never would have guessed that like a chocolate flavored tobacco would really even be to my liking to begin with. But I feel that the chocolate flavor just works really well. It's not overdone at all. It works with the other components very well. The Latakia, and it took me a while to even realize that there was Latakia in here. It just blends so well with everything. I find it very smooth, very well balanced. Yeah, the flavors aren't overdone. And unfortunately, very importantly for me, seeing that I apparently have a horrible problem with chemical tongue bite, I find that this blend treats my tongue very nicely. Much better than a lot of other blends do. So, you put all that together, and I think that's how you come up with one of your favorite blends. I think that I know it's basically all one company now, even though it has two different names, but the Samuel Gawith and the Hogarth, whatever, I think they have another chocolate blend other than the Bob's Chocolate Flake that I need to try. But I'm really been enjoying this stuff quite a bit. And yeah, of course, with the chemical tongue bite thing, I have been smoking my Savinelli pipes with 6 millimeter charcoal filters in there. And those do seem to make a difference. I would say they've made a noticeable difference. So if anything, I think maybe I need to get some more Savinellis. This is just an unfiltered pipe, but I know Savinelli has I don't know what model it is, but they have a Canadian, which I believe is a filtered pipe. I guess I better look into that before I buy one. I'd probably buy one anyway. I don't know why I kind of like Canadians. Yeah, last weekend we were out in Colorado, the Estes Park area. Doing family stuff, which was a good get together. I even got to hike up to Chasm Lake. Did that Sunday morning. And I'm just going to upload this video first. But I have a video as soon as I get done editing it. Just sit down to edit it. With me up at Chasm Lake beneath Longs Peak in Colorado. In Colorado, of course. In Rocky Mountain National Park. Smoking this pipe with the same pipe blend in it. It was enjoyable. And on the way down, and this isn't in the video, but I smoked some cobblestone hiking on the way on the hike down. It just seemed fitting. But here towards the end of the week, my wife and I are gonna drive out to Las Vegas to her cousin's wedding. She's been there before, I haven't. We're gonna drive out. We thought about flying, but just decided to drive instead. So we're gonna be in Las Vegas, and then we're gonna next Saturday. We're going to drive to LA, probably to like the Santa Monica Pier, I think is what it's called, to the beach in Santa Monica, and then drive back. And then we're gonna drive back, obviously. But we're gonna take a different route. We're gonna go down through Arizona and New Mexico. We're gonna stay at a place outside of Taos, which will be pretty cool. It's they have a bunch of these like old like little travel trailer RVs, whatever you want to call them, Airstreams and stuff that they've fixed them up and turned them into, you know, overnight lodging dwelling, whatever you want to call them. It's like a motel sort of thing. It's very close to Taos Pueblo, where the famous Indian, the Pueblo Indian, you know, adobe apartment type buildings are. I don't know if we'll really get a chance to see those other than just kind of driving by. On the way to Vegas, we're going to take a more northerly route and go through Colorado and Utah. And I don't know if I can sucker my wife into doing this, but near Vegas is Pahrump. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it, Nevada, up in Nye County, and that's where Art Bell, who was the original host of Coast to Coast AM, that radio show. If you know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. is this late night, early morning radio show that just dealt with all sorts of, still deals with all sorts of weird stuff. We're back in the back in my college days when I delivered newspapers early in the morning. I would listen to Coast to Coast AM, especially on Sunday mornings. And I don't know, it just brings back good memories. But Art Bell is buried in the cemetery with his wife, first wife anyway, Ramona. I did a little research. I found where his found where the cemetery is at. I found where his house was at, where he had a little studio there, just a little outside of town. So the only problem is Pahrump is like, I can't remember, it's at least a half-hour drive from Las Vegas, if not longer, and so it would take some time to go up there and kind of look around. So I don't know if that'll happen or not. I kind of hope it does, but we'll see. Wouldn't mind just stopping by his old house and stopping by his grave at the cemetery. He died back in 2018, if I remember right. But anyway, just wanted to stop in on the old YouTube whatever and just acknowledge my 1 year pipe anniversary. And that pretty much means that I'm very close to, well, it's basically been a year since I stumbled across the whole YouTube pipe community, which has been cool to get to know, to say the least. Happy Oktoberfest. And I'll draw this one to a close. I'll see you next time. I'm Gareth with Flint Hills Briar. I'll talk to you then.